What is going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another Good Morning Tottenham. So good morning to everyone out there. It's myself and John back on the morning streams. Simeon is still away and you won't be seeing him until next week. So we're stuck with this lovely face next to me.
I'm still channeling the inner Sim, don't worry.
You talking about the algorithms and all that kind of stuff, yeah?
Straight down the throat, starting every sentence with look.
Look, John.
Look, yeah.
But first of all, let's get into Tottenham internationals. Let's see how the Spurs boys got on their international breaks last night. First of all, it was Wales against Finland, and Ben Davies came on at half-time in a 0-0 draw against Finland in a friendly, so not much to talk about there. Norway drew 1-1 with Holland last night. Steven Bergwijn failed to get on the pitch, and that's a poor result for Holland. You've got to say that, with Erling Haaland scoring for Norway on the day, putting the 1-0 up, with Holland pegging it back. Now, the next one was probably the talking point of the night. Portugal 2, Ireland 1. Matt Doherty playing on the left-hand side, or he was playing kind of like left wing-back. He played 90 minutes. Troy Parrott was on the bench, didn't come on, but the day was all about Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, the guy broke the record, Ali Dyer's record of most goals ever, most international goals ever. The guy is a living legend. I mean, yes, he's moving to Manchester United this season, but you just got to respect him, don't you?
Why is that? Why are you knocking him for that?
Huh?
Why are you saying, oh,
because he's going to play against us?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think it's not a bad move for him, though, is it?
It's a great move for him,
Yeah.
but I think that the guy isn't. You can't knock him, can you? The guy is absolutely
the way that
a living
he's
legend.
really tested himself throughout his career as well, I
Mhm.
think, and tried to maintain the same high standards all throughout his career is unbelievable. I mean, we can have another show about Messi or Ronaldo, but for me, Ronaldo really made the effort to test himself. Whereas I think Messi stayed in his comfort zone a little bit too much.
You're more of a Ronaldo man than a
No,
Messi
I'm not.
man.
No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it on that. He's just. I think that he's made more of an effort to really test himself in different leagues. Whereas I think Messi's been in his comfort zone a little bit more. But I'm not going to say at this point who I think.
Is it a bit easy to say that, because Messi obviously came through the ranks at Barcelona, so it's like very hard for him to move up from Barcelona or to move away from Barcelona.
Yeah.
Where Cristiano Ronaldo obviously came through at like Sporting Lisbon, moved to Man United when he was younger, then Real Madrid came in for him. So it was a bit different, you know what I mean? Because once you're at Barcelona, it's very hard to leave.
Yeah.
But if you start off at Sporting Lisbon, you've got all these different kind of avenues which you can take in your career.
Yeah, from Sporting Lisbon onwards. But I think it would have been good to see even Messi test himself in the Premier League. You know, then we'd know what he was truly like.
Yeah.
I think,
but back on the game yesterday, the Portugal-Ireland game.
Yeah.
Ireland took the lead quite sensationally. I think Ireland played. I watched some of this game last night, and Ireland were playing a really, really good game of football yesterday. Then Portugal get a penalty, right? Ronaldo steps up, Ronaldo misses, and he actually should have got sent off just before that penalty as he punched one of the Ireland players. VAR or whatever it was, they completely missed it. And then what happens? Ronaldo scores 2 goals in the final 2 minutes of the game to win the game for Portugal. And doing that, he broke the record. So absolutely fair play to Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, he shouldn't have been on the pitch, some would say. But it is what it is. And Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely, I would say, probably up there with one of the 2 best players of all time. And I would put Messi up there with him. And
Those 2 are the top for you?
Yeah, for me.
Really?
Yeah. Where would you go? You go Maradona or
number
Pele
1.
or...
Maradona number 1, definitely. Yeah, because he can do it at international level. Whereas I don't think Messi hasn't.
Well, Messi just won the Copa America. He's had brilliant tournaments in the World Cup and stuff like that before without actually winning it.
Maradona won a World Cup on his own.
Yeah.
That's the difference, Until Messi does it, in a World Cup, then for me he's not the greatest,
What about Ronaldo? I mean, he's done stuff similar, like won European Championship.
Yeah.
Yes, I know he was injured for the final, but he pretty much got them there all on his own.
I think for longevity, Cristiano Ronaldo's right up there. If we're just talking peak performance, who I think's right up there is the original Ronaldo. If we're just talking prime, in their peak for maybe 2 or 3 seasons,
it's just a shame.
It's just the longevity is not there, and it's how you judge a player. Do you judge it on the complete package of their whole career, or do you just take you lift them up from their best season, whatever they are there?
I think you got to take it as a whole package. To be honest.
So then,
if you're judging the best player of all time, it has to be a whole package.
Yeah. So then, the original Ronaldo goes down the order a little bit, but for me, in their absolute prime, he was totally unplayable.
Oh, he was.
Maybe even I would say the best. But
that France '98, he was absolutely dynamite, wasn't he?
But he ate a few too many.
Even at his prime, he was a bit tubby.
You could see big boned,
but his skills was absolutely unrivaled.
Yeah.
The way he would do those step overs and completely bamboozle defenders, bamboozle goalkeepers. I mean, how easy was it for him to take it around a goalkeeper?
Yeah,
it was just
he was insane. Yeah,
easy,
absolutely insane.
All right, but let's move on. Denmark against Scotland. Denmark won 2-0. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg playing 90 minutes in that game and actually getting a lovely assist for one of the goals.
He's loving those assists, isn't he, the boy?
This one wasn't like an on-the-ground through ball. This one was near the halfway line, and he does a lovely dink over the top, pinpoint on the player's head, and he heads it in. Yeah. Absolutely sensational.
Do you know what? He's really adding that to his game. Even against Watford, he was threading a lot of through balls in, wasn't he?
Yeah,
more than any other player on the pitch. Yeah. So, credit to him.
And the last but not least is France against Bosnia. Hugo Lloris playing 90 minutes in a 1-1 draw against Bosnia. So that's a bad result for France in the World Cup qualifiers. But let's take a look at who will be playing today. So South Korea are playing Iraq at home in a World Cup qualifier today, actually at noon. So if you want to watch that, it's some nice early viewing for you guys, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Heung-min Son should be playing in that one. England under-19s will be playing Italy at 2 p.m. with Alfie Devine, Niall John and Dane Scarlett all in the side. Italy will be playing at home to Bulgaria tonight. Pierluigi Golini was called up, but I don't expect him to play. Harry Kane obviously has been called up for England tonight, who they play against Hungary. Maxim Pascozzi will be playing for Estonia tonight against Belgium. Now, that would be a big test for Pascozzi. 18-year-old kid coming through the ranks at Tottenham. He's already in the Estonia first team and going to play against Belgium today. So that'll be a big test for him. Colombia are away to Bolivia, where Davinson Sanchez is involved. And that will be it for today, and then we'll bring you tomorrow how they done, and then we'll bring you who will be playing on Friday. But as of now, that is the international roundup for Tottenham. But not too much of note. I mean, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is probably the standout performance so far from the international break. But that is that.
All right.
Now let's. All right.
I'm channeling my inner Ben now.
Let's get on to a tier list now. I know you guys love tier lists, especially when me and John do them. So let's get in this. We've got 6 tiers. We've got elite, first team, fringe, up and coming, jury's out, and poor. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be tier listing the whole Tottenham squad as it is right now. And also, if me and John do kind of disagree on any of the selections, then we will be putting it to you guys. We will be putting it to a poll, and then you guys will decide where the player will go. So, you ready for this one, John?
I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah. I like these. It's been a while.
And after the tier list, we will be taking calls for you guys to talk to us about anything Tottenham related. And let's start right now. And let's start with Ben Davis. Ben Davis has got to go in fringe, doesn't he?
Hang on. Let me mute that.
He's got to go in fringe, doesn't he?
Fringe or poor? I guess it's going to have to be fringe. Yeah.
All right.
Still does a job for us, doesn't he?
Definitely. So Ben Davis goes straight in fringe. Brian Hill. It's got to be up and coming.
Up and coming.
Yeah.
This is going to be easy, isn't it?
Up and coming. No, there'll be some. There'll be some.
Yeah.
There'll be some. Can you not? What's going on over here? Let me close it and share screen. Yeah, one sec. Oh shit. I just closed the tab.
Are we still running though?
Yeah. Keep the conversation going, John. Keep the conversation going.
Do you know what? I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say first team.
For who?
Did you just say Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say first team.
Really?
Yeah, I want to see him in the first team.
All right, so I think that... here we go, it's back. Okay, we're going to start this again, guys. We'll start this again.
Now we can put Ben Davies in elite now.
Ben Davis is going into elite. All right, can you see it now? No? No? Oh, it says fail to share screen, permission denied. I don't know what that even means. Sorry about this, guys.
I'm going to read out some comments then while you do that.
Yeah, you do that.
How do you do the call-ins? Is it silver or gold membership? I think it's gold, isn't it?
No, either.
Oh, either. So FPL Velvet, you can be silver and call in.
Can you see it? I am.
Sack FM, you're cool too, buddy. Big up,
Let me
Matthew.
try join again.
Yeah, it does feel like a Zoom call with your Nan. Nan, hit the button in the left-hand corner. I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
I'm on now, yeah.
Who is younger, Ben or Sim? Sim is younger.
Can you see it?
Smart Donut, we're going to do unpopular opinions a bit later today.
Yeah, unpopular opinions is
That's
coming your way, but not just for today. We are going to be
every day, forever.
We're going to be recording so many unpopular opinions today, so it's going to last until the end of the weekend, hopefully.
Are you a Believer? I like that. Yeah, I am a Believer. Like Justin. What do they call it? Babiba or whatever.
Yeah.
Am I a Believer of Jill? Yeah, I am.
I see.
Jill.
I see. All right, let's get back to this tier list.
Okay.
Let's get back to this tier list. We're going to start again. We're going to
start again.
We're going to start again. Take two, guys. Boom.
Welcome to Gold, Mo Raza.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to be doing a tier list, guys. We're going to be ranking every single player in the Spurs squad right now, going from poor to jury's out, up and coming, fringe, first team, and elite. And if we do disagree, me and John, on any of these tiers, we're going to be putting it to you guys out there in the comment section by a poll. John, I know you like these tier lists.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Come on then.
All right. Ben Davis is the first guy up. And
elite.
Elite, yeah. All right, cool.
Straight.
He's going into elite now. I'm joking. You've got to go to fringe, right?
Yeah.
All right. Ben Davis goes into fringe.
Not jury's out, no?
No, I don't.
Because we know what we're getting with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's average.
Exactly.
Average Ben.
Yeah. Brian Hill.
Okay, I'm going to say first team.
Why are you going to say that?
Because I think he's good enough. More than good enough.
How can you say that? You haven't seen him play?
I have.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. It was Pacos, I don't care. But I think he's good enough. I can see he's good enough.
If Harry Winks had that performance against Passos, you wouldn't be saying that.
It's different, though. It is different. because that was an unbelievable performance he
I
put
think
in.
you can't say that after one performance.
I think you can. I think you can see a player and you can tell that they've got star quality.
I agree.
You can see Winks.
Anything can
If Winks
happen.
has a good game, you go, Winks just had a good game against Wycombe Wanderers. But when you watched Hill play, it was like, that guy is going to be a superstar.
Well, it looks as though we are going to be putting this to the public then.
Well, what do you think then? So you think up and coming?
Up and coming for sure. I mean, he's just joined us. He's a young talent trying to make his way in the game. Yes, he had an unbelievable game against Passos, but you can't say just because of that one performance he's a first teamer. He's an up-and-coming player. He's a young player.
No, he's up and coming, but I want to see him in the first team.
So which one would you put him in?
Well, that's true. Make the poll. Do you want to see him in the first team, or do you want to see him
But
just
an
as an
up-and-coming player
up-and-coming?
can be in the first team, but first team is more like someone like Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, that's solid in the first team, that's settled in the first team. He's not settled in the first team.
What about someone that's just given a chance to play in the first team?
That's an up-and-coming.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like, do you want to see them in the first team?
No, up-and-coming is someone like that has potential to be in the first team regularly in the future, but he's not regularly in the first team.
Oh, you mean like a
is he?
regular? Is
Yeah.
he a regular in the first team? I
Yeah,
see what
if
you mean
you
now.
wanted him to be a regular in the first team. This is our own opinions.
I think he will be, like, in a few weeks, but...
Yeah, but right now he's up-and-coming.
Well, I guess so. I
All
wanted to do the poll, though.
I'm sure there'll be
Ben
definitely...
bullied me out of that one. Did you notice?
There'll
You
definitely be
bullied
more.
me.
There'll be more poll opportunities.
Damn
Don't you worry about that, John.
A few first a lot of people saying first team in the comments section.
Are they?
Big up, Sam.
Cuti Romero,
Hey,
Christian Romero.
yeah, I've got it here.
Christian Romero's got to be first team. We bought him for 55 million.
Well, yeah, but isn't it the same sort of scenario? He's got to be bled in as well.
Yeah, but it's different because Romero is like Romero is a solid option. He's come in to be in the first team. He's come in with a few years of experience. First of all, he's a starter now for Argentina. He was starting for Atalanta for the last 2 years, being the best defender in Serie A. Brian Hill, yes, he's had one season for Eibar, who finished bottom of the Spanish league, but he's not established player yet, Brian Hill, when Romero is an established player.
But isn't it done on merit, though?
Merit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Brian Romero in his career outside of Tottenham have shown much more than Brian Hill so far.
Okay, so you're doing it on past clubs, but
I'm
what
doing
about
it
what about on merit on what they're showing at the moment? I mean, he's only played Passos as well.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of argument, I think, for Hill. It's like they both have to be bled into the team. It might take them a few weeks as well, because you've got Dyer and
but I
Sanchez in there as well at the moment.
I agree, but I don't think you can put Romero as an up-and-coming player. Maybe you can, because he is still young, to be fair. He is still young.
What? All right, so you want to put him in straight into first team, do you? Straight in.
Yeah. You're not buying someone for 55 million.
I think as dodgy as Dyer and Sanchez are, and we know they're dodgy, I still think you've got to keep that as it is, and he's got to work his way in. But I don't think we need a new tier, though. That's the problem.
Every time we do this,
we need a new tier. Just for argument's sake, just put first team then. Right?
Yep.
I don't want to get. Yeah, we don't have to get stuck on this one.
I mean, we could get a poll going if you want.
No, but it's
all right. We'll go first team
because I think we're agreeing. It's just we don't have the right tier to sum it up.
Davinson Sanchez.
Davinson Sanchez. Oh, I need to get this up here as well.
Jury's out. Fringe first team.
It could be about 3 of them, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It could be almost 4. I'm going to say, do you know what? Personally, I would like him, and I said this last year. I think he should be our third choice. That's what I would like to see. But at the moment, I still want him in the side. So does that mean he's first team? I still want him to stay in the side right now, but I think the jury is out with him.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I think jury's out.
Yeah?
I think jury's out with Sanchez because, yes, he's had a very strong start to the season, but 3 games ago, every single Spurs fan would have wanted him gone, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You wouldn't have been upset if he went.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been upset, but I would have liked to have kept him as the third, as a squad player, as a squad defender, yeah.
So jury's out. I mean,
I agree.
Right now, he's kind of overturning that jury.
Yeah, all right.
But, one mistake and he's back in
He's
the...
first team and he's jury's out, but I can see how for the whole season it's jury's out maybe, yeah.
All right, Davinson Sanchez goes into jury's out.
Yeah.
Dele Alli.
I mean, I think you could still... there's an argument to say jury's out with him as well.
I was thinking jury's out with Dele.
Yeah. Because, I definitely have seen an improvement with him this season in his dedication, in his work rate. But at the same time, is he showing enough? Is he showing enough star quality to warrant that place, and he's the most Marmite player we've got. Like, you'll have some people say he had a great game and some people had a terrible game.
Yeah.
Like, how is that even possible? So I think from that perspective, you could say jury's out.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Delhi fans.
Delhi, jury's out. Now, Eric Dyer as well. Jury's out.
God, I hope we haven't got a whole 11 of jury's out here.
Eric Dyer goes into jury's out. Giovanni Lo Celso. This is going to be an interesting one.
See, this is a tough one, isn't it? Because I think if he's injury-free and he's got a bit of a run of games, he can look amazing, But he's so injury-prone. He sort of plays a sort of peripheral role a lot of the time. But we don't have a tier for that, do we? I mean, there's actually an argument to say jury's out with Lo Celso as well, but you feel as though you can't put him in that because he's too good to be in that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So maybe I'm going to have to say fringe for that one, for Lo Celso.
At the moment, he is a fringe player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Playing in the Conference League, bench roles in the Premier League.
Let's just say, if he can stop getting injured all the time and actually get and cement his place, then he'll be first team. But I'll say fringe for Lo Celso.
I kind of agree with that one, but I feel bad putting him into fringe.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I feel bad putting him into fringe.
It's just because he's crocked all the time.
But right now, I think you have to put him into fringe, don't you?
Yeah. But we want to see him in the first team. That's the thing, right?
Harry Kane goes straight into elite. I'm not having anything against that.
Yeah. Would you still put him in there if he left?
Probably, yeah.
You wouldn't go for stick him in 4 or something. Yeah, of course, that's elite. Yeah, that's easy.
Harry Winks. Poor.
Wow, you're going to say poor?
Going for it.
You're not?
Yeah, I am.
Man, we did a ratings last season and you put him in straight in quality.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did, I promise you.
That's bullshit.
We can check that.
Yeah, let's check it.
We did the youth product and you stuck him into quality.
That was like 2 years ago.
That was last season we did that.
Wasn't.
It was.
Harry Winks.
So you're going to poor. Yeah. I mean, I've always said the same about Winks. I've never thought he's good enough.
Yeah.
But you're going straight into poor, are you? That's... Go on, stick him in there. Yeah, go on.
Stick him in there.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Heung-min Son.
Yep.
Elite. Hugo Lloris. I can see we're going to argue on this one.
First team.
Not elite?
Not anymore, no. I don't think so. Because I think he's coming to the end of his time with us.
Yeah.
He's not as good as he was 5 years ago, is he? He's not quite that same goalie.
I think,
and even if he was, I still don't think I see him as like an Alisson or a.
I think someone like Hugo Lloris. I still think he's improving. I think he's a
really
good keeper. Yeah, I don't think he's.
You still think he's improving?
I don't think he's. Well, maybe not improving, but I don't think he's declining as much as you say he is. I still think he's a top quality keeper and definitely one of the.
Okay, let's do a poll. We haven't done a poll yet.
Someone just said Winks should be in fringe.
There's an argument
right.
for fringe.
Probably right.
Yeah, but we've had our gripes with Winks for a long time. This is almost like all coming out now.
Yeah.
All the passive aggressiveness is coming out now in this rating.
To be honest, I kind of agree. Maybe we should move him up to... Maybe jury's out, to be honest. He can fit in all three, couldn't he? Poor, jury's out and fringe.
I don't think he's a poor player, to be honest with you. But because he frustrates me so much and the fact that he keeps getting in the side... whenever he has a good game at like Wycombe Wanderers,
should we move him up to fringe?
Messes up. I want to keep him. I would like to keep him in poor.
Okay. You just he's not a poor player, but I want to keep him in poor.
He's not a poor. He's technically not a poor player, But the fact that he keeps coming into the side when he has a good game at Wycombe Wanderers, and then just like completely blows the Premier League game, and then it's just like we're kind of stuck with him. You know what I mean, for a few games, and then the manager finally works him out, and then a new manager comes in and plays him. It's just like, for God's sake, you know. We need a new tier for him.
The Winks tier. All right, Hugo Lloris, we're going first team.
I'm going to go first team.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Oh, you
don't want to do a poll then?
No, I agree with you.
Oh, wow. Come on, the people want it. The people want polls.
I'm sure it'll come very soon. It's, Japhet Tanganga.
At the moment, first team, isn't it?
I'd put him in up and coming still.
You still think? I think he's more. I think he's more established than up and coming.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do. I think he's there already.
I still think he's up and coming. He hasn't had that extended run of games to call him first teamer yet.
For me, it's between first team and fringe. Tanganga.
Well, which one?
Well, it depends what Emerson's like. You know. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? We've got a few first teams here in the comment, a few fringe. Maybe this needs a poll. I'm going to say...
I'm saying up and coming, straight out.
I'm going to say fringe then.
Fringe?
Let's do a poll.
Okay. We're going to do a poll on Japhet Tanganga. What are you saying?
Well... But then he's both, though, isn't he? He's fringe and he's up and coming. I'll say first team then, just to kind of like differentiate it.
And how long are we giving them to vote? All right, the poll is up there. If you guys want to vote,
should we give them 30 seconds?
Where's the poll? Can you guys see the poll?
Yeah, they can see it. I can see it on my screen.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working. It's working.
Okay, so at the moment we've had 93 votes, 54... Oh, this is very, very even. 51% to first team at the moment, 49% for up and coming. 183 votes. Once we get to 300 votes, we'll stop the poll. We've had 242 right now. But let's keep going until that voting is closed, and then... All right. Until we have to do another poll, we'll go back to Tanganga. Joe Roden.
Joey Roden. You could put him in juries out, but then you could also put him in fringe, and you can put him in up and coming. I'll say up and coming. I'll say it because we haven't. Yeah.
Okay. Joe Roden, up and coming.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. Up and coming. 278 votes, so not long to go until the end of the poll. There we go, 338, and that is the end of the poll. Up and coming one.
Yeah.
So Lucas Moura.
Elite.
You're going to elite straight away, aren't you?
Straight into elite. No, first team. If I'm being realistic here, for me, he's first team.
Not fringe?
No. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Most underrated player at the club.
Hello, my name's John, and I've identified as a morosexual
Someone
for
said to me,
1 year.
I'm too morosexualised. Someone put in the comment section, you're far too morosexualised. No, for me, like, he's the most underrated player at the club. I think when he plays, it makes a huge difference, and I think a lot of the work that he does goes completely unnoticed on the pitch as well. His energy is like the best at the club. He's probably the best header at the club as well. He wins an insane amount of free kicks just through his own endeavour, his own industry on the ball. I think he's for me he should be first team, and he should be playing more centrally as well. We should sort of build it more around him than we do at the moment. He's sort of a bit of a used as a peripheral. At the moment he's used.
Build what around him?
I think he should be playing more as like a number 10. If you know what I mean, and building it as in setting off the play from that position. Whereas when he's just shoved out onto the wing, I think you lose a lot of his qualities. But when he is playing central, we saw it last season. He made a huge impact when he finally made it his way into the first team. You know, and it was a huge improvement over Bergwijn when he came in, I thought. But so for me, he's underrated, and people see him as this frustrating player that we need to get rid of. And I can't see it personally. I think he's great. But maybe this is a poll.
I'm not sure where I want to put him though. That's the thing. I'll agree with you. I'll put him in first team, but like the barrel of the first team.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, come on, man.
The barrel of the first
Cover
team.
your ears, Moura fans.
First team, Lucas Moura. Matt Doherty. Poor.
Dreadful. We need a new tier.
Poor,
we need a new tier.
Poor.
And he's a gooner. Get him out. Get him out.
Ollie Skip.
I need to just get it up on my screen.
Oliver Skip.
What did we put Tanganga as in the end?
Up and coming.
Well, then I think it's still up and coming. Then it's the same for me. For me, he's the same level of development as Tanganga.
All right. Ollie Skip goes into up and coming. Pierluigi Golini. New sub keeper.
I guess it goes straight into fringe, doesn't it? Or is it up and coming?
Could be up and coming.
Or is it jury's out?
Put him as up and coming. Because, I'd expect him to be first choice next season.
How old is he, Golini?
22, something like that, 23.
Yeah, he's young, yeah.
Up and coming.
Yeah, all right.
Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, first team.
First team.
Elite?
Not quite, no.
Top ender, first team. It's Ryan Sessegnon.
Apparently people are saying Golini's 26.
Is he?
Yeah.
Actually, I think they're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 26, sorry.
Thanks, comment section.
He
Where
is
would we be
26.
without you?
Should we still put him up and coming then? At 26?
No, I think you've got to change that now. I would say.
So
I think
what,
when you
fringe?
pass 24, I think that you're kind of established. You're kind of
Fringe.
mature. Fringe.
Okay.
Yeah. Well done. Comment section.
Sessegnon.
That has to be jury's out for me.
Not poor?
It could, at the moment, I would say it's poor, but I think jury's out is for his age and everything else.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Jury's out. I was expecting a bit of a battle because I thought I was going to do jury's out and you would do poor.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to say that. I mean, in a way, the jury is still out, but I've got a feeling that he's not going to make it. I said that, didn't I, before? But yeah, jury's out. Let's say jury's out.
Sergio Reguilon.
First team.
Yeah. Steven Bergwijn.
Well, the jury's still out on him, I think, but I think he's good enough to be fringe. I think his first team's up for grabs, though, isn't it? His first team place is up for grabs, I think. Do you not think?
As in a first team place for him is up for grabs?
Yeah, his place is up for grabs, which means it's not cemented as a first teamer.
Yeah.
Um,
he could be an up and coming, he could be in jury's out, and he
Yeah.
could be in fringe, he could also be in first team.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm going to say fringe.
Fringe?
Yeah. Fringe for Bergwijn.
Okay.
Because he's one of those that can establish himself in the first team, but at the moment his performances, there's still a part of his game missing at the moment. I think
too raw at the moment still.
Raw and needs the end product. If he can get that, his Bergwijn's biggest problem is he's not selfish enough in the final third. If he can bring that into his game and use and play off his killer instinct, then I think he can be the mainstay first team player. But at the moment, I would say that him and Moura and maybe Hill are all competing for that spot. So
Okay.
for me, fringe.
I'm happy with that.
Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with
yeah?
that.
All right.
Emerson Royale. This is gonna be
I
an
don't know.
interesting one. Yeah, it's an unknown one. Unknown
this
quantity.
is completely unknown quantity.
Unknown quantity, so it's got to be...
How old is he?
He's
He's
22.
young. So he's young enough to be up and coming. But although he's, quite established, he's already quite established,
He's
isn't
got
he?
to be up and coming because we just don't know much about him. He has to be. It's the only one we can realistically put him in, isn't it?
Or jury's out.
Jury's out. Yeah, he's a new signing. Jury's out.
Let's go up and coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go up and coming.
All right, this next
I think
one.
we need a poll soon. The people want it.
There's only three players left. There's only 3 players left. Tanguy and Ndombele.
Oh, here's a good one. All right. Oh, this could be jury's out. It could be first team. Could be fringe.
It should be elite. It should be elite.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it should be if he actually fulfilled his potential. It definitely, yeah, it'd be kind of, you could say, in there somewhere in elite. But attitude-wise, his application isn't right.
I think it's got to go into jury's out. For me.
I think the people want the poll. Oh.
Well, only you can decide that poll.
I'm going to say fringe then, so we can get a poll going.
Fringe or jury's out for Tanguy Ndombele? You got a poll coming your way right now.
Put all categories. I know.
Should I do all categories?
What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. They're asking for...
Oh, whatever. It's done now.
Okay.
Fringe or up and coming for Tanguy Ndombele? Some people are saying elite. Some people are saying poor. Apparently, Eric Dyer has been announced as Player of the Month. Someone just said in the comment section.
What, by Spurs?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. The poll should be with you right now, guys. So let me know. Let's see what we got. As soon as we get to 300 votes, we'll close the voting. Right now, Fringe is winning by some way.
Who's got the nicest fringe at the club? It's very sunny.
Brian Hill, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It has to be. Oh, fantastic.
242 votes. I think this is a landslide victory for Fringe. 70% against 30%. So I'm just going to go straight away and do Fringe player for Tanguy Ndombele. It's quite even, isn't it?
I mean, I really want to see him in the first team, but I think just because his application and attitude and everything else means he's just a kind of a squad player, you know.
Dane Scarlett, up and coming, surely.
Yeah.
And Brandon Austin, also third choice goalkeeper, young kid, up and coming.
Yeah.
All right, so that that is that. Let me just go back onto it. Let's just repeat to you the tiers. Going from the bottom is on poor, you've got Harry Winks and Matt Doherty. On jury's out, you've got Davinson Sanchez, Dele Alli, Eric Dyer and Ryan Sessegnon. Up and coming, you've got Brian Hill, Joey Roden, Japhet Tanganga, Ollie Skip, Emerson Royale, Dane Scarlett and Brandon Austin. In fringe players, you've got Ben Davis, Giovanni Lo Celso, Pierluigi Golini, Stephen Bergwijn and Tanguy Ndombele. First team, you've got Cuti Romero, Hugo Lloris, Lucas Moura, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Sergio Reguilon. And elite, you've got Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. I think that's pretty spot on, to be fair.
Do you know what? I'm actually... You know, I've been Winks' biggest critic, but I think having Winks in poor next to Doherty, I feel a bit bad for him.
I feel bad as well.
I think maybe we should move Winks up to fringe, you know.
Move Winks up to fringe?
Yeah.
Poll?
We've got Davies in fringe.
Shall we?
And we've got Winks in poor. I don't know.
Shall
maybe we should do a poll for that one. Yeah, let's do a poll for that one.
All right.
I feel bad for him. I do feel
last minute adjustments. Yeah. Shall we move... I can't click the poll button apparently because there's a poll.
Poll. People here leave Winks in.
Who wants a Harry Winks poll? Let me know in the comment section. Should Winks
Can we do Can we do more than the two options?
Yeah.
Let's stick juries out as well.
Okay. Where should...
What else do you want to see
Winks
as an option? Put it in the comments section.
So what should the three answers be for the poll?
I reckon for Winks we should have poor, juries out, fringe, and put first team as well, just in case there's any sadistic, any kinky buggers in the comments.
Again,
first team,
yeah,
fringe, juries out, and poor. 4 options.
All right, that is coming to you right now. So once it hits 300, we will stop.
This should be interesting.
Lightning Bolt says he's a poor jury's out fringe.
Yeah. 100. Wow, look at this go.
All right,
we got a super chat from Simeon. Oh, Sim, Winks is elite. Yeah. The one Winks fan we've got.
Sim,
our boy Sim.
Sim, he couldn't put more than 179
I like that,
down
179.
for the super chat. So Paul is leading the way. We've nearly got our 300 votes so far. 229. Looks like he could be staying in Paul. This
is interesting. We're looking at this.
It looks as though you thought you were feeling bad, and now
you're
looking like Winks' #1 fan.
It's funny though. Like there is a lot of recency bias. I would say that as well. You know, if he had a string of good games, then you would see this completely change.
Of course,
because that's just the way that people perceive things. But in general, but there's actually 8% have gone for first team.
300 people have voted, and Paul wins by 45%. Jury's out 25%, Fringe on 23%, and first team on 7%.
Sorry, Sim.
Sorry, Sim. Sorry, John. But he's staying in Paul.
You don't have to apologise to me.
Well, this
I
is
just
your doing. This is
I just
your
felt
doing.
sorry for him.
But look, that is the end of the tier list. Do you want to just show the tier list one more time on screen?
Let's get that up.
And I think that's pretty spot on, to be fair.
There's a nice balance to the,
it is a nice
the way
balance.
we've done it there. I'm just looking through it now. We have been generous to a few of them, but yeah, I think that's more or less all right. Yeah, there's a few that could be in straddle across 3 different categories, so I think that's pretty good.
All right. So there you have it. Yep. That is the tier list. Let me know in the comment section below if you think we've got it spot on. If you think we haven't got it spot on, let us know how wrong you think we have got it, and put your tier list and comments in the comment section below. And
did you enjoy the polls? Do you like interacting this way? If so, let us know, and we can do more of these where we're running polls and you can interact and you can have your say a little bit more. Definitely. So if you like the use of the polls, let us know in the comments section now, and maybe we'll kind of keep reintroducing this.
Definitely. We've got a new member, FPL Velvet. Welcome to the We Are Tottenham family. We've got a super chat here from Dark Sun G21 saying Pierre-Emile Højbjerg elite. There was an argument. There was an argument.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put him on the same category as...
yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
No.
You can't put him in the same category as Kane and Son.
You could say he's on the edge.
Yeah.
There's an argument to say he's on the edge.
It's an interesting one. Have we got any callers waiting? So if you do want to call in, the lines are open to do anything Tottenham related. So if not, we will be ending the stream pretty soon. So if you want to carry on, do.
Ribsy, I've got to read this out.
Yeah.
YouTube just automatically blocked it, but it goes, do you like polls? Yes, 2%. No, 2%. Winks is shit, 96%. I like that. Very good. Very, very good.
So this is just shows the actual opinion on Hugo Lloris right now. Rico Jalabahi says Lloris is fringe, and then the next comment after that is Hugo Lloris is elite.
He said that. Yeah.
No, it's another person.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, but it's funny because me and Sim, I think it was, did a poll last year about Lloris and should we sell him, and it was overwhelmingly to sell.
Really?
Yeah, I think 70% or something like that.
It was probably the game after he did a mistake or something.
Yeah, it was probably that. It's probably on that run of games that he had where he lost a bit of form. But that shows you how people's perception is totally dependent on what's going on in that moment, isn't it?
But, totally agree. Yeah. Totally agree. But look, I don't think we've got any callers today, do we? So
where's the number? Where do they call, Ben?
The link is in the community section for all members.
Oh, it's in the community section. Okay.
So we're gonna leave it as that today. So thank you everyone for joining. Had great fun doing that tier list, and it will be uploaded as a separate video, as well as the international update as well. And we're doing a whole round of Tottenham unpopular opinions today. We've got about 130 unpopular opinions to get through. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So look, thank you everyone for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.